Drivers react after major FIA error shakes Monaco GP results. A dramatic post-race twist has reignited controversy in Formula One after the FIA overturned penalties that had already reshaped the Monaco Grand Prix classification. While Pierre Gasly celebrated a restored podium finish, several rivals were left questioning how such a significant decision could be reversed days after the race. FIA reverses Monaco penalties as Gasly regains podium. The FIA has officially reinstated Pierre Gasly's third-place finish at the Monaco Grand Prix after Alpine successfully challenged the penalties that had dropped the Frenchman down the order. Gasly had originally been handed 2 separate 5-second penalties for exceeding the pit lane speed limit during the race. Those sanctions pushed him from a podium position to 7th in the final classification. However, following a right of review request submitted by Alpine, FIA stewards reassessed the evidence and decided to cancel both penalties entirely. The ruling dramatically altered the final race results. Gasly was promoted back to third place, while Red Bull driver Isaac Hadjar lost what had appeared to be the first podium finish of his Formula One career. Several other drivers were also pushed down one position as a consequence of the revised classification. The decision has sparked widespread debate across the paddock, particularly because other drivers penalised for the same infringement were not granted similar relief. Piastri questions FIA consistency. Among those affected by the revised outcome was McLaren driver Oscar Piastri, who lost a position in the final standings after Gasly's reinstatement. While remaining measured in his response, Piastri reportedly expressed frustration over what he viewed as inconsistent stewarding. "It's difficult to understand when identical situations lead to different outcomes," Piastri said. "We accepted our penalty during the race and paid the price for it. Naturally, when the result changes afterward, you start asking questions." The Australian suggested that drivers need greater clarity regarding how penalties are applied and reviewed, especially when championship points are at stake. "Everyone wants transparency. If decisions can be reversed later, we need to know exactly why." George Russell voices frustration. Mercedes driver George Russell was equally disappointed by the FIA's decision. Russell, who also received a penalty for exceeding the pit lane speed limit during the Monaco race, served his punishment immediately and saw his race compromised as a result. "I don't think anyone has an issue with reviewing decisions if new evidence exists," Russell commented. "But when several drivers are penalised for the same thing and only one outcome changes, it's naturally going to raise concerns." The Briton added that consistency remains one of the most important aspects of race officiating. "Drivers just want equal treatment. That's all we're asking for." Ferrari unveils massive Barcelona upgrade package. While the Monaco controversy continues to dominate headlines, attention has already shifted towards the Spanish Grand Prix, where Ferrari has introduced one of the most extensive upgrade packages seen so far this season. The Scuderia revealed modifications across 8 different areas of the SF26, including a redesigned front wing, updated nose structure, revised floor assembly, altered diffuser geometry, and new aerodynamic elements around the side pods. According to Ferrari, the package is designed to generate additional aerodynamic load and improve overall balance as the team attempts to close the gap to Mercedes in both championships. The upgrades arrive after Ferrari opted not to introduce major developments in either Montreal or Monaco, instead focusing on maximizing performance from its existing package. Mercedes, McLaren, and Red Bull also bring updates. Ferrari is not the only team arriving in Barcelona with fresh developments. Mercedes has introduced additional winglets around the rear wing assembly, continuing the aggressive development approach that has helped the team dominate the opening phase of the 2026 season. McLaren has revised its front wing end plate design, while Red Bull has modified the geometry of its front wing flaps to widen the operating window of the RB22. With Ferrari bringing its largest update package in months and rival teams continuing to push development, the Spanish Grand Prix could become a crucial turning point in the championship battle. A controversial FIA decision and a crucial weekend ahead. The FIA's reversal of Pierre Gasly's penalties has reopened discussions about consistency and transparency in Formula One officiating. While Alpine celebrates a recovered podium, several drivers remain unconvinced by the process that led to the dramatic change. At the same time, Barcelona now offers teams an opportunity to shift the spotlight back to performance on track, where Ferrari's ambitious upgrade package will face its first real test against the dominant Mercedes squad. Whether the headlines belong to stewarding decisions or technical developments, Formula One heads to Spain, with tensions running higher than ever.